What's going on, guys? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a console I don't really get excited anymore. I guess the older you get, everything just becomes everything. It's just another day. But I'm honestly, truthfully, in my heart, really excited, kind of giddy, the way I was when I was a kid, about the Nintendo Switch. I think it's really going to change the game. It looks great. It looks modern. It looks like Nintendo's learned a lot. I can't wait to see everything they've implemented in this thing. I think it's going to just really be an incredible console. I think it's going to be awesome to take it to work and just slide a controller off, hand it to somebody, we both play together, going on, road trips and going out of state, going on cruises. I'm going to take my Switch so me and my wife can play. It's going to be really an awesome time to be a gamer, and I'm really excited about it. There's tons of people out there who think that the Nintendo Switch will not see third-party support because of the way that the Nintendo Wii was handled and the way that the Nintendo Wii-U was handled, even the 3DS. These consoles got minimal, to say the least, third-party support. Many companies backed out of creating games for Nintendo, and a lot of this is Nintendo's fault. Over the years, Nintendo has kind of burned a lot of bridges when it comes to publishers and developers. Hey, we're Nintendo, you better jump through 12 hoops to put one of your games on our consoles. And then, hey, Sony happened. Hey, then Xbox happened. And now Nintendo has to really go out there and try and beg to get some of these third-party developers and publishers to work with them. And it looks like this is actually going to happen. A lot of people are thinking that that's what they said last time, but I honestly believe that these developers who've said all these great things, Bethesda, Todd Howard, all these people, Capcom, have been talking about how great the Switch is and how much they want to work on creating awesome games for it. And I'm going to believe that. I think that Nintendo had to change, because everything was changing around them and they were staying still, and everybody was moving further ahead in technology and further ahead in scope of what they are doing with their games, and Nintendo was kind of sitting in their own spot and really not adapting well to Microsoft and Sony. I think that finally they are. They may have gone and kissed some butt, they probably did, but I think it's going to pay off, because now Electronic Arts is stating that a major game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I'll drop a link in the description. Nintendo's upcoming console, the Switch, will receive a hefty amount of third-party development and publishing support out of the box, with companies like Bethesda, Capcom, Activision, Ubisoft, and Square Enix pledging support. Publishing giant Electronic Arts was also announced as a partner when the console was announced, and a company executive has emphasized that a quote major game end quote will be making its way to the handheld home console hybrid. That's weird to say. Speaking at Arizona Credit Suisse 2016's annual technology conference, Peter Moore, Electronic Arts Chief Competition Officer, formerly of Microsoft, stated that Nintendo, quote, will always be a very important partner to the industry, end quote, and that, quote, a major game will be distributed on the Switch. We are huge fans. We have a relationship that goes many decades back. They've had some difficult times as of recently, obviously, but never, ever, ever discount Nintendo or this marketplace, or their ability to leverage their superb game development opportunities, end quote. Sports games like Madden or NBA Live seem like potential candidates for this mystery, quote, major game, end quote, but don't count out the possibility of that game being Mass Effect Andromeda. Both the game and the Nintendo Switch are expected to arrive next March, and EA has supported new Nintendo hardware with a Mass Effect game in the past. When the Wii U launched in 2012, it was joined by Mass Effect 3 Special Edition, which made use of the console's gamepad controller as well as the revised extended cut ending. It's worth noting that BioWare producer Michael Gable seemed to play down the chance of a Switch port back in October, but he didn't outright deny the possibility. EA's support of the Wii U has fizzled out in recent years. BioWare's next game, Dragon Age Inquisition, skipped that platform, though it's still released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in addition to current-gen consoles and PCs. Should Andromeda release alongside the Switch, it could very well be a system seller. The possibility of playing a BioWare game on the train or on a bus is pretty alluring. What EA games are you hoping to see make the jump to the Nintendo Switch? There's a ton of great EA games, guys. I mean, when you hear EA, a lot of people have no idea how many games this company's made. They made Plants vs. Zombies, of course Dragon Age, Battlefield, Mirror's Edge, one of my favorite games. Of course, they're behind Titanfall, Star Wars Battlefront, Need for Speed, the Need for Speed series. There's a ton of great games. The UFC games are all on Switch. And of course, they mentioned in the article, of course, Mass Effect, which is one of the great RPGs of our time. So if they say a major game is coming to the Switch, I would prefer it to be one of these kind of action games rather than a sports game like NBA or Madden or something like that. I'd much rather see an actual full-fledged gaming experience versus a sports sim. To me, that's what the Nintendo Switch would need. That would definitely sell consoles. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to know from you, do you think it's all hyperbole? Do you think it's all talk? Do you think Nintendo's actually really going to get third-party support? I do. I think I'm going to pledge that right now. I think the Nintendo Switch is going to get more third-party support than Nintendo's seen in years. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to give a thumbs up and show support for the channel. Join the Facebook group, follow me on Twitter, and you can support the channel by visiting beastlygamer.com. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.
Let it go, make my body go, make our bodies high.